Hey guys, Dave here from White Sound Design in Sydney. Quick rig run through this build we just finished. This is for a local Sydney artist who's a bit of a all-in-one great guitarist guy, but does a lot of backing for singers and different things. This is two boards essentially. First board is the looper board. He often runs sound and stuff for himself and for the artist, so here we built in this Behringer flow onto the mixer. Control switches down the front here, just to switch because there's a acoustic preamp on the 2 octave pedals because that's just what he likes. One in poly, one in standard. Iridium for some amp sims if he decides to change to electric guitar at some point during the night using some of the inbuilt input effects on the Rc600. Underneath he runs the acoustic preamp, which we've just got switched here for quick changes. Strymon Zoomer, Morningstar MIDI box. Basically he runs the Roland TR6 MIDI clock, so that runs out to that, but also some of the artists that he supports, they bring drum machines and certain things, so there's a MIDI box to run extra MIDI clock out from the Rc600. The Behringer Flow 8 mixer is powered by the One Control USB porter, and we've got a Chox Crux from the extension powering that, so you get maximum current available. So that's that board. On the side we've got inputs to go out to for the synth inputs, and on this side we've got the sub 2 outputs, so that if he has to, often this artist runs between 2 gigs and sometimes it's electric, so which the reason for the Iridium and just using some of the inbuilt effects on the Boss Rc600, that way he can just go straight out if he's just got to run into an amp rather than through the flow, and carrying double rigs onto this one. This is essentially a mini board that's obviously not going to go on the floor. We built a built-in T-nuts on the bottom, so he can screw in this to a drum pad. This thing is about 4 kilos, it weighs nothing, and it's only about 345, which is about, I don't know, what is it, about 14 inches length and width. Same thing. This thing was a bit of a challenge because of the noise, because it's USB bus powered, and there was just some crazy noise that you couldn't get rid of. And anyway, we've got One Control porter on the top, powering the TR6, and one underneath, separating them, and that got rid of all the digital noise, which was great. JX08 synth, yeah, cool rig. Hopefully the artist will do some video and run you through everything, but sounds great. It's very clean, and it's cool with the start and stop too, with the Roland 6 for the drum sequence. Anyway, very cool. Thanks guys. In Sydney, Dave White. If you need some rigs built, hit me up. Cheers.